Alright guys, welcome in to your Royal Rumble review, your official review from AZ, Andrew Ziamba, for January 25th, 2015. Now, I'm sure by now on YouTube you've seen so many reviews of the Royal Rumble. There's only so many things you can say twice, right? Talking about the actual Rumble match, talking about Believe That, Roman Reigns, I'll get to that. Talking about the returns, I'll get to that. Talking about Daniel Bryan, I'll get to that. Talking about the Triple Threat Championship match, I'll get to that. Now, I want to get to that quickly, but there's other matches to get to. So, like always, here with AZ, for the reviews, right? Wasn't here last week for Raw Review. Mr. Raw Reunion Show. The reunion show was pretty good, though. A lot of legends returning was good to see. Okay? As for tonight, like I said we always do, I'm going to go through the show. I'm going to go through the matches. I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it. And I'm going to give you each insight on each match. So, I didn't watch the pre-show, but I do know that Cesaro and Tyson Kidd did defeat the New Day. Thank God. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd needed to win badly with this losing streak, string of losses on TV. Now getting to the actual pay-per-view. Oh, you didn't know? We have Road Dogg, Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, fighting the Ascension, who got, I guess, a treatment from the legends on the Raw Reunion Show, met by the NWO, X-Pac, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, APA, JBL, Ron Simmons, and of course, the New Age Outlaws. So that was one hell of a clothesline by JBL on Monday Night Raw. So the Ascension and the New Age Outlaws. It was an okay match. Definitely not the best match I've ever seen, of course. I love tag team wrestling. A lot of tag team wrestling on this card. You had two on the main card, one on the pre-show, like I just stated. Overall, it was a decent match. There was chanting for Billy Gunn. You still got it. Billy Gunn looks like he's been hitting the gym hard. He's in great shape. Same thing with Road Dogg. He can still go in the ring. I thought it was an okay match. I'm not sure. Of course, the Ascension won. The Fallen Man, I believe it is. Nasty move to take out Billy Gunn. Thank God. Just like Tyson Kidd and Cesaro won. Thank God the Ascension won after being shit on all week by JBL and being shit on, I guess you could say, by the legends. Maybe this is an omen to come. The Ascension defeating historic tag teams. We'll see. Hopefully they'll get them over. Predicting that either Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, or, by the way, they need a fucking name. I can't just keep saying Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. They need a name. I'm not sure what their name is, but I'm not sure the name, but I am sure that they'll be announcing a name soon. Same thing with the Ascension. I believe they'll be tag team champions, in the near future. So they won via the Fallen Man. Okay, match to start the show off. Got the crowd pumped up. They were always chanting with Road Dogg, Jesse James. They were chanting, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages." They were chanting that. They were into that. Then we had the official tag team match between Damien Mizdow, facing the Usos. Now, I can't stand the Usos. Look, they're solid workers. For some reason, something about them, something about their in-ring work, yeah, they're pretty solid consistently. But me personally, something about them I don't like. But they're the tag team champions, and they beat Damien Sandow, and the Miz, obviously, you can see a breakup coming. You can see it's starting to get on the nerves of Sandow that the Miz is always so obnoxious, always so demanding. It's kind of getting on the nerves of Damien Sandow. You can see dissension. You can see a split coming up. Thought this pay-per-view is a perfect opportunity to split these two up. Personally, I think Miz is stale. I think Miz is boring. But he is doing some phenomenal work getting Mizdow over. The fact that he's saying, no, they're not cheering for you. You're my stunt double. They're cheering for me. And the fact that he's teasing the tags and pulling it back, I think that's great. The Miz really has to be credited here with the way he's putting over Mizdow. Sandow, like I've always stated, he's a great worker, great mic worker. I believe this is really going to jumpstart his career after being, I believe, yes. No, he was not elevated with his match with Cena. He was fucking buried in that match. He used everything he could. The briefcase, the stairs, and Cena still won with an injured arm. Come on, man. Anyway, I think this will be able to jumpstart Mizdow's career. Like, jumpstart it. Overall, this match was a pretty good match. Towards the end, high action. But of course, the Usos win, retain the tag team champions. Not going to talk about the Divas match. Who cares? Fucking terrible match. All about Total Divas. I watched the first season, man. It was okay. Second season, a little bit. Third season, I don't even know what season they're on. It's all scripted shit. I'm not watching anymore. Alright, guys. Now, we're getting to the steak and potatoes. The meat and potatoes. Before I get into this triple threat match, let me take a drink. Let me take a drink, asshole. Oh my god. That is fucking delicious. Arizona green tea. Motherfucker. Go to a local supermarket, get it. It's delicious if you don't have it, or if you don't have it already. Great drink, refreshing. Now on to this triple threat match. Now, I believe that WWE and Vince missed a huge opportunity here. Don't get me wrong, the match was a classic. All three superstars delivered, yes, even the fucking asshole John Cena. I'll get to all the match details, don't worry about it. I'm just going to give you a quick opinion on this. I think WWE missed a huge opportunity, although it does seem like Lesnar is face currently. The crowd was so behind Lesnar. They were fucking on Cena's ass throughout the whole match. You didn't hear one. Well, you heard it a few times. Let's go see Cena sucks. Man, they were on him. Little 50-50 for Rollins. It seems like it was like 80-20 for Brock Lesnar, man. Pro Lesnar with the 80%. So like I was saying, I feel like they missed the opportunity with Lesnar turning face and Paul Heyman turning on Lesnar to go with Rollins, the new WWE champion. Okay, I'll get to the results, but I'm just saying, I think they missed an opportunity. Let me tell you why this would have been a great choice for WWE to turn Brock Lesnar face and have Heyman turn on him. Number one, it keeps Paul Heyman relevant. Okay? You gotta believe after WrestleMania 31, his contract is up. You gotta believe he's leaving. He's not gonna renew. Because I really don't think the caliber star of Brock Lesnar, WWE can't afford him. Can't afford what you got. Strike Force with Scott Coker. You got the UFC. Everybody competing. I don't think they can afford him. You gotta believe he's not coming back after WrestleMania 31. Paul Heyman is gold. Paul Heyman is brilliant. Paul Heyman is an absolute wizard on the mic. If you want to sell a match, if you want to sell a pay-per-view, Paul Heyman's going to do it. He's a promoter. He is one of the best voices in wrestling history, okay? You need him, even though Brock Lesnar is not there. You need him on the product. So I believe him joining with Rollins keeps him more relevant after Brock Lesnar leaves. Number two, if there would be a rematch for the championship at WrestleMania 31, I'd buy that. I'd buy a Rollins versus Lesnar match. I would buy that like that. I would buy the match just to see Rollins. Man, what a star he is, man. What a star. What his performance in the match was just unparalleled, man. Anyway, we'll get to that. I would buy that definitely. I would love to see the match between a hard-hitting bruiser like Lesnar and against Rollins. They have great chemistry. From what I saw last night in the triple threat match, great chemistry between the two. I think they would gel very nicely. The second reason why Paul Heyman should have sided with, it would have been great to see, I don't want to see Lesnar put over Reigns. I want to see Lesnar put over Rollins. Rollins has so much more talent than Reigns. So much more talent. I would have loved to see it. So, I think they missed the boat on this one. Although it was a great match, I love seeing Lesnar retain. I feel like they missed an opportunity. Now, onto the match. Great booking to begin the match. Great storytelling. So, to begin the match, you have Lesnar dominate like he should. German suplexes to Cena, German suplexes to Rollins, back and forth, knees to the gut, regular suplexes. You had everything. Lesnar was a fucking beast. He's a leviathan. Okay? And of course you have Rollins with the knee on top of Cena and Lesnar. You have to weaken Lesnar just a bit. There was one spot in the match, stealing off camera a bit. One spot in the match when Rollins springboard, crossbody. Lesnar caught, give or take, 200 plus, 215, 210. You know, WWE always exaggerates. 200 give or take, a man on his shoulders. Jesus Christ, this man is fucking scary, man. And you can tell, this man is fucking scary. Hits an F5, Cena breaks it up. Excuse me. So the fight then is taken outside the ring. Back and forth. You get Rollins drop kicks Lesnar towards the ring apron. Cena with a terrible drop kick of his own towards the steel steps. Then as the match progresses, you have Cena give Lesnar 3 AAs back to back to back. First AA, Lesnar gets up immediately. Second AA, Lesnar gets up again. Third AA. Great booking. You have to make Lesnar seem like an unstoppable beast going into WrestleMania. All started from The Undertaker. He defeated him, conquered the streak, conquered John Cena to win the championship, and now seems like he's virtually unbeatable. Okay? 3 AAs couldn't keep him down. Lesnar, then a curb stomp. You see Lesnar recovering, trying to gather himself. You see Cena plow through Lesnar, right through the timekeeper's area, right through the barricade. Lesnar gets right back up. This is a great match up to this point. A lot of hard hitting, a lot of action. This is why I love triple threat matches. One of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen. My personal favorite. I think it was Vengeance. I think it was 2002. Yeah, The Rock, Kurt Angle, and The Undertaker. Back and forth match. Everybody hitting each other with not only theirs, but the other opponent's finishing moves. That was a tremendous action, high spots, high caliber match. This match was a classic. One of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen. That being said, I feel like it was too dependent on false finishes. Don't get me wrong, I like false finishes as much as the next guy. It adds a lot of drama to the match. However, I like a match that is an instant classic that doesn't need false finishes to make it even bigger. Alright, just go back to Over the Limit. I believe that's what their pay-per-view called. Over the Limit 2012. Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. Classic. You don't need false finishes to make a match good. You need solid wrestling, solid action. Don't get me wrong, this match was good, but I feel like it was too dependent on false finishes. Of course, you have fucking Super Cena kicking out of everything. Like I said, the crowd was on Cena's back the whole match. When he was going for his 5-knuckle shuffle, I didn't hear one cheer. All fucking boos. And of course you have trademark Cena. You have him fucking smiling. The pessimistic motherfucker. So he's so, not pessimistic, he's so passive-aggressive is what I'm trying to say. He's so passive-aggressive, man. Fucking smiling. You know he's fake playing fucking politics backstage. Anyway. Lesnar gets right back up. Throws Lesnar into the steel steps. Cena does. Man, fucking Paul Heyman hightailed. He almost got fucking hit his legs with the steel steps. He hightailed it. That was pretty funny to watch. Heyman hightail it. Lesnar gets up from that. He was hit with the steel steps by Cena. And then Lesnar is lying on the top of the announce table, setting up a huge elbow drop from Rollins through Lesnar through the announce table. What a spot, man. What a fucking spot. The impact that Rollins, when he collided with Rollins, he bounced back up and then landed right on the announce table, the side of it. He fucking bounced back up, man. Great spot. Taking Lesnar out of the match. Like I said, good booking. There's no way you're going to take Lesnar out of the match unless you have something that's really going to destroy him, really going to hurt him. And like I said, kayfabe, broken ribs. He's out of the match for a good 10 minutes. And then it was just Rollins and Cena back and forth, like I said, with the high spots, with the false finishes. Too dependent, in my opinion. And then Rollins hits a Phoenix Splash, I believe it's called. fucking sick. Okay? Almost nearly as good as Adrian Neville's Red Arrow. That was fucking sick. Hit Cena with it. Lesnar comes in, gives him a German suplex. Man's a fucking beast. Suplexes. Oh, by the way, when he fucking Brock Lesnar early in the match, I forgot to say this. When Lesnar took that television monitor, when he smashed that television monitor on the steel steps, that's fucking scary. Anyway, it was a great match. After Cena's taken out of the equation with a German suplex, Rollins has the briefcase, twice to the head, going for the curb stomp. Lesnar snatches him out of midair. F5, 1, 2, 3, your match is over. Bang, crowd's behind. You can hear the crowd chanting, 1, 2, 3, yeah! Like that. Lesnar won. He's going to WrestleMania. So, like I said, great match, classic. All three superstars delivered. Yes, even John Cena. Rollins is a fucking star, man. He's one. I can see him right now as if he won the championship last night. I could see it. He was as good or even better, outshined Lesnar in that match. That's how good he was. Rollins is a star, great on the mic, phenomenal in the ring. Can't say enough about him. All right. Now it's time to get to the fucking nitty gritty. Oh, and by the way, is it just me? Well, what the fuck is up with the WrestleMania sign? You know how they have the WrestleMania marquee? They point to it. Where the fuck are the Roman numerals? I like the Roman numerals. I want to know what WrestleMania it is. I know it's WrestleMania 31, but I want to see the Roman numerals. Minor nitpicking, whatever. I'm just curious why they don't have it this year. They don't have it next year. They don't have it 32 either. I saw the press conference. Excuse me. The sign is really similar, just like a red, white, and blue background because they're in Dallas. Minor nitpicking. I'm just curious why I don't have it. Anyway, we're gonna get to the match. Finally, motherfucker. About 17 minutes through. I want to keep this under 30. So, this match, Rumble match, had the caliber to be one of the best of all time. However, this match fucking failed on so many levels. This was, from what I've seen, from what I've had the pleasure of seeing, obviously I wasn't alive pre-1997, so I didn't see the great matches. You got Ric Flair winning, alright? I believe it was 93. In 93 or 92, coming in number 3 and winning the championship. One of the greatest moments of all time. Shawn Michaels taking out the British Bulldog after only 1 foot hitting the floor. Yeah, that great moment. one of my favorite Rumbles of all time, of course, Rey Mysterio, lasting 62 minutes, eliminating Triple H, and then soon after eliminating Randy Orton. That was one of the best finishes I've ever seen. Also, Shawn Michaels Undertaker, 07, one of the best finishes between two obvious Hall of Famers. Undertaker not yet, but he's an obvious pick to be in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Who scripted this shit, man? This Royal Rumble was the worst Rumble I have ever seen. The worst Rumble I have ever seen. One of my favorite parts of the Royal Rumble is when the match has 20 plus superstars, maybe 15 plus superstars, all in the ring at the same time, trying to get their opponent out. They're trying to go to WrestleMania to win themselves a guaranteed ticket to the main event at the showcase of the Immortals. In this match, it seemed like a 4-way brawl, a 3-way. At most, you had 7 superstars in the ring. I might think to myself, what the fuck, man? Why is there... It didn't feel like a Rumble to me. It didn't feel like a Rumble, okay? Like JD from New York said on Twitter, Bray Wyatt given the Diesel treatment. I love Bray Wyatt. He's a fucking beast. But you can't have him just stay in the ring eliminating people. It's not going to be believable in this day and age. You have to have more superstars in the ring. You can't just have him dominate. Alright, it works with Diesel. Not going to work with Bray Wyatt. Okay. The match started off with a dud, I believe, with The Miz and R-Truth. However, it was clever. They have R-Truth, though, sitting on top of the rope. And then you hear it. Oh my god. I had no idea. I had no idea that Bubba Ray was going to come back. TNA signed a deal on the table. I had no idea. When I heard that fucking just a shoot down, when I saw him fucking camouflage the fucking glass with the tape down the middle, He looked just like he did in the early 2000s, late 1990s. Just like it, man. I fucking jumped out of my seat. Holy shit! Bubba Ray Dudley, man. Fucking great moment. He comes out, holding his leg, R-Truth, playing as Devon. There had to be some falling out with Devon. You have to believe, because he's not going to have Bully Ray and not Devon come out, and I'll talk about that in a few seconds. R-Truth with the headbutt to the crotch of the Miz. Miz is gone, first one eliminated. Now, later on the match, you had Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt facing off against Bubba Ray. I think, like I said, Devon might have had a falling out, but I think they missed a huge opportunity not having Devon coming out with Bubba Ray. Now, can you imagine the stare down between Team 3D, Bubba Ray, Devon Dudley, facing off against Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt? Bubba Ray's eliminated. Excuse me. I feel like that is a wasted opportunity. Anyway, then you have Daniel Bryan coming in at number 10. I said on Twitter, looks like WWE is going to have a winner for the number 10 position. Okay. Listen, I said it in my first video I made here on YouTube back in August. Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble, and he will defeat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 to win the championship. Listen, yes, of course I want Daniel Bryan to win. I want the David versus Goliath WrestleMania 31 match. Even Daniel Bryan said in recent interviews he wants that match. He versus Lesnar is his dream match. Of course I want that. But you had to know Reigns was going to win, man. You had to know Reigns was going to win. Even on Twitter, they were saying, all right, we still have hope. We still have Dolph Ziggler. We still have Dean Ambrose. But the way they scripted this towards the end, I'll get to it, was fucking horrendous, man. I don't know who scripted this, man. But they need to be fired. It was a terrible ending, man. Anyway, Daniel Bryan comes in, cleans house, fighting with Bray Wyatt through the middle rope. Daniel Bryan onto Bray Wyatt. That was a cool spot. Anyway, later on in the match, you have Daniel Bryan on the ring apron with the ropes. Narrowly avoids, I'm not sure who it was with, but narrowly avoids an attack. And out of nowhere, you have fucking Bray Wyatt. Listen, I love Bray Wyatt. Eliminates Daniel Bryan. He falls to the floor. Gone. He's not facing Brock Lesnar at 31. Done. He may still be in a triple threat match, but I highly doubt it. If his fans go yes, 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 like me, and persuade and force WWE's hand, maybe we'll see him. But I doubt it this year. Anyway, I think rumored he'll be in a feud with Rollins. And if they're not going to give us a match with Lesnar, they better fucking give us a 30-minute classic with Rollins and Bryan at Mania. They better give us a fucking 30-minute classic. I'll tell you that. Anyway, as soon as Bryan's feet hit the floor in Philadelphia, you could hear in the bleachers someone fart. Took the fucking life out of the crowd. And I'll tell you something. I was hoping for Bryan to win. In the back of my mind, I knew Reigns was going to win. As soon as he was eliminated, got up out of my chair, and I fucking walked away. Okay? I was this close to fucking turning off the Rumble, because at that point, I just didn't care. You have Bryan eliminated that early. Could you at least have him have more of a fighting chance, maybe in the 20s? In the first half of the Rumble, he's gone, man. What this night showed me is that WWE, Triple H, Paul Levesque, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, fucking Kevin Dunn, all those fucking corporate assholes. What this night tells me is that they care more about being a polished, squeaky clean, publicly traded company for their WWE network rather than actually caring about their core wrestling fans. It seems like they just don't completely ignore their fans tonight. I don't understand their mindset going into shoving Roman Reigns down our throats. Vince, what did you think was going to happen in a wrestling city like excuse me, I'm sorry. In a wrestling city like Philadelphia, what do you think is going to happen? Trying to force Roman Reigns down our throats when you have the fan favorite of Daniel Bryan. I don't understand your mindset. What do you think is going to happen? Why are you trying to force feed us Roman Reigns when we don't want him? He is not ready. He is terrible on the mic. He's still developing in the ring. He has a good look, but who fucking cares about the look? Okay? He's not ready. We don't want him. I don't want to see that match at WrestleMania. Who the fuck wants to see that match with Reigns and Lesnar? I don't want to see it. The only reason I'm buying WrestleMania is to possibly see a match with Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. Alright, maybe Rollins and Bryan. That's it. Who wants to see that headline WrestleMania 31? I don't. I know you don't want the fans watch me right here, my subscribers. I know anybody coming in to subscribe. My viewers, who want? No, I know you don't want to see. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 for the main event. Fucking get that through your heads, WWE. Why are you ignoring your fans? It seems like you're ignoring your hardcore wrestling fans rather to care about your sports entertainment casual fans. I don't understand it, man. Sucked the whole life out of the crowd. The crowd didn't even care what happened after that. Man. And who scripted the Big Show and Kane? Oh, by the way, why would you have Kane defeat the record of HBK? Could you at least have HBK have that? No, I need to get a drink. Hold on. Could you at least have HBK have that record? I love Kane. I love Glenn Jacobs. I love Paul White, Big Show. Alright, but they're on the way out the door, alright? They're on the way out the door. Who scripted them to take out top talents? Who scripted them to fucking take out Dolph Ziggler, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose over the top row? Who fucking scripted that? How does that make sense? Look, and like you didn't see it coming. Shoving back and forth. I'm going for the chokeslam. I'm going for the chokeslam. Oh, God. Roman Reigns. Look at his strength. Takes both men out. And I'll admit, I forgot about Rusev. We'll talk about him. Rusev, great showing, by the way. Great showing by Rusev. Personally, I know I can't stand Cena, but I want to see their match. Hey, Cena, fucking asshole, is it too much to ask for you to take a loss to put over a star? Is it too much to ask? And of course, Cena couldn't take a loss in a triple threat match. He didn't lose shit. Of course, Cena couldn't take a loss. Whatever. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, anyway. Big Show, Kane, by the way. Oh, Rusev, strong showing. Big Show and Kane come back to the ring and attack Roman Reigns. Yeah, I've said on Twitter, Q Rock. Rocky comes out. It was so obvious he was going to come out. Listen, the boos that were raining down in Philadelphia, even The Rock, arguably one of the biggest stars of all time, you have to believe in the Attitude Era. Stone Cold was 1A, Rock was 1B. Even he couldn't drown out the boos. He came to help out Roman Reigns. He was holding Reigns' his arm up in the air. The boos, man. Anyway. Rock gets out of the ring. Rusev. Oh, he's not eliminated. Comes in. Let me tell you something. If Philadelphia and WWE fans around the world are chanting, "We want Rusev," the ultimate anti-American, the massive heel that they're building up this past year, if people were chanting the anti-American, if they were cheering, "We want Rusev," you know something is wrong. If The Rock can't put you over, you know there is something wrong with this picture. You're force-feeding Reigns This was 10 times worse than Batista winning it last year. And I love Batista. I had no problem with him winning it. It just had a problem with Daniel Bryan not being in the match. I have no problem with him winning it, just that Bryan was in the match. That's last year. Fast forward a year this year. Ran top rope. One of the worst Rumbles I've ever seen, man. Like I said, had the potential to be one of the best. Tanked. One of the worst. I'll tell you one thing. I'm this close to not buying that pay-per-view. Who wants to see that match? I don't think Lesnar will even be able to carry fucking Roman Reigns. Jesus Christ. Whatever. Here's your review. Even though it was bad, you're still going to watch it to see the debacle. You're still going to watch it to see the triple threat match. Whatever. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10 just because of that match. No. Let's go. I'll give it 2 stars because of the match in the Rumble. Whatever. Terrible match, Rumble match. I waited all year to watch fucking that. That's my favorite gimmick match, if you will. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm Andrew Z. I'm AZ. If you like my review, like the fucking video. Alright? If you want to watch more videos like this, if you enjoy my commentary style, listen, you're going to get plenty more. Plenty more to come with this fucking blizzard coming. You want to watch my videos, you want to put those headphones in, you want to lay down, have your shit charged, watch my videos, you're good. Alright? Subscribe, the more the merrier. Alright guys, share the video. Alright? Comments down below. Alright, love to enter your comments. I'm Andrew Ziemba. Let's share this video. Let's share the name Andrew Ziemba. Let's get this name out here. Let's build this channel, guys. I'm AZ. Peace.